Who's doing the intro today?
Matt, obviously.
I'm doing the intro?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Kelly Compound, folks. It's weekly update. Again, we were trying to figure out what we did this week. And
Matt just golfed.
I did. I golfed. Well, I only golfed twice.
It's more than I did.
Well, I mean, that would mean something if you played golf.
Teach me how to play golf.
I would do that, but then
I'm in.
Nothing else gets done.
Yeah, no cars get worked on like 3 days a week.
If I turn you into a golfing buddy, that's it. It's over. We're
done.
not building any more cars. It's going to be the Kelly Compound on the golf course.
Okay.
Great.
It'll still be fun.
Yeah, it probably would be fun.
Yeah.
So earlier we were having a discussion about what to put out on the table here, and it's now become a thing. And we were looking for different stuff. So of course we got some of those cans, you know, from our guy there, and we found this little typewriter thing. I'm not entirely sure how it works. So we're going to mess with it and see if we can make it work. It has like a single wheel on the back with all the letters and numbers on it. I think you have to like select it and somehow, I don't know, something's weird. I'm not sure what you could do with this thing.
It's definitely haunted.
Oh, probably. Yeah, there's no question about that.
Sketchy.
We're also using the original microphones. We're using my phone to film this because it's a slightly newer phone and it has the USB-C port instead of the Lightning port. As you all remember, the attachment piece that Indy broke the first day we had it. And now it's unavailable anywhere on the planet. Sorry, can't buy it. So we decided we'd use these microphones because they're better. They don't have as much, they don't peak as much as Indy would say, and the kids these days when they're doing their filming.
Okay.
And these have magnets on them, so they stick on your shirt,
nice.
so it's like magic. See, look. Chevelle. Got the Chevelle squared away. We were having problems with the Hydro Boost, as you all remember. This is an interesting system. I spoke with the guys at
KRC?
KRC, thanks. They make the pumps for the power steering, a lot of race stuff, and that's what's on that. It comes with the CVF front pulley kit. And he gave me this gigantic hour-and-a-half long process to bleed the air out of the system. Well, it turns out that wasn't the issue.
Yeah, he was wrong, and it took us, and it was wasted a bunch of your time.
Yeah. So maybe if you have one of these systems and it's brand new and you're having a problem getting the air out of it, fine.
Sure.
We didn't have an air problem. We could see the fluid flowing smoothly in the tank. The issue was the amount of flow that we had, gallons per minute. We had the flow valve in it that it came with.
Yes.
Which was like 2.1.
Something. It was a lot less than the valve we put in it.
Yeah, it was like 2.1 or 2.2 gallons a minute. And we come to realize that the Hydro Boost needed over 3 gallons a minute to work. So they make a different flow rate valve, and we got it, and Tommy put it in. And nothing worked.
Nothing.
And we were like, oh man, now we're like,
Yeah.
now we're backing up the
getting
whole
worse.
thing. Now are we going to tear this all out? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? Whatever.
We're looking at booster options for a minute.
Right.
Like-
And I'm talking to the guy at KRC, and I come down, and I think that I figure out what it is, but that wasn't it sort of in the way I
close.
thought it was.
Yeah.
And I said to Tommy, I'm like, hey, is the spring and the valve in the
the
pump?
The
like
pressure
this one?
relief valve.
Pressure relief valve is in there. And I said, he said, yeah, it was in there. I checked it, when I put this in. And I said, because it feels like, based on what he's telling me, is that like it's not in there or something's wrong. So Tommy takes the flow rate valve out, and there it is, stuck in there.
Yep.
It got like,
It was just kind of wedged in there. So tapped it a little bit with a punch.
Yeah.
Broke it loose.
and
then cleaned it up and put it back together, and it's been fine.
yeah.
It's like good now.
Yeah, it doesn't make any noise. It's super smooth, stops nice, steers nice, great setup. Drove the car, and it is flawless.
Yeah, it needs seatbelts for sure. I think that's like one of the things that we didn't put in that we definitely should.
Yeah.
Is seatbelts.
Yeah, it needs seatbelts. And
it's-
we're going to do some small stuff. We're going to have we're going to adjust the seats. So the seat mounts make the seat base, very, very flat, almost like pointing it down. So when you're sitting in the car, it feels like you kind of, you don't slide forward on the seat, but it makes you feel like you want to.
Yeah, it's like you're holding yourself in the seat with your legs.
Yeah. So I think if we put some maybe inch and a half
Just a little spacers
there,
Yeah.
just to get the seats
Angle
to
the
kind
seat
of
up.
like that base of the seat, and then we can adjust the back, and then we're in good shape. A couple of tiny little things. We're going to adjust the door panels, the door panel sticks on the one side.
Center console. I'm going to make a better mount to hold that in.
Yeah.
And then.
But I got to tell you, we took this thing out on the road, and we got some real drive time on it, and it is amazing. I mean, it's the best driving old car I have ever been in my life. I mean, I'm sure that there are cars that are like this because people build like super high-end stuff. I've never been in one. Like, I've maybe seen them, but I don't know how they ride. And I was shocked. It's a stock frame with the UMI 2.5, I think it is.
Yeah,
kit.
with the Viking coilovers.
The double adjustable Viking coilovers. And this thing goes down the road like flawless. I mean, you're hitting potholes and stuff. Look, we're in Pennsylvania. We have what resembles roads here. And you're constantly hitting giant potholes and stuff in the road, and this thing just bumps over them like virtually like a new car. Really.
Yeah, it rides really well.
And we drove it. We did the back road run to go get lunch with it, and it was fine, drove great. And then on the way back, we went down, got up on the highway with it. And I mean, you're instantly going 80 in that car, and it is smooth as glass. I mean, just smooth.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. I mean, we nailed the pinion angles on that. Drive shaft is perfect. There's no vibrations in that car. I mean, it is so nice. It's so nice. Now I don't want to sell it. I don't have cars with roofs. It's the only car that I have with a roof besides the wagon, but that's not really a roof car. It's a long roof car. It's a wagon. It's different. This is just a coupe. This is a sport coupe. Like, this will be nice in like August. You can just flip the AC on, drive that baby anywhere.
Yep.
That LT4, that 10-speed in that thing, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Gum.
So it was almost a good thing you didn't drive it before it went to Bear Jackson because you didn't miss it. But now if you sell it, you're going to miss it.
Yeah. Well, we got that one.
Yeah, that's true.
We could just build another one.
I mean, we know how to do it now.
Yeah, we know exactly what to do now.
So maybe put a 6-speed in that one instead of a 10.
Yeah, maybe a 6-speed. So the 10-speed is very cool. It's a little, I don't know how to describe it.
It needs to be tuned.
Yeah, you got it. I won't say it short shifts, but it kind of short shifts. So, it wants to get through the gears as fast as it can and get in the converter lockup. And so you're kind of just giving it a little bit of throttle, and it's like, it's like beep, 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 beep. Like it goes. It doesn't kind of rev up a little bit, which I get. Like that's what the factory tune is.
Fuel economy, more or less,
Right.
but safe tune.
Right. And then it's like the tiniest like milliseconds type of thing, laggy. Like when you get down on the throttle, it wants to get up in the gear, and then if you're not going that fast, it kind of chugs along, which is not that big a deal with that LT4.
No, I mean, it's probably going to get really good fuel economy if
Right.
you just like drove it around.
Right.
It probably wouldn't be that bad.
Right.
But when you put your foot in it, it has to downshift like 9 times, and it's just like waiting for it.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. I mean, it's quick. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's good, but it's a lot of gears. A lot of gears to get through. And so, yeah, I agree. I think a 6-speed would be a better choice just from a drivability standpoint. I think it would feel a little smoother for what we build.
Yeah.
I get why it's in a new car, and I understand why and how that probably feels in those Corvettes or those Camaros. But for us, I think the 6-speed would be the way to go.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Yeah. Anyway, the Chevelle is bonkers, and now I'm definitely gonna keep it for a little while, at the very least.
Yeah.
And we're gonna take it around. So if you see us because you've subscribed to our channel, see how I did that? You're gonna see us around at some of the shows and some of the stuff. I'm not gonna be here for Nats East this year, I don't think. I don't know. It's usually that first weekend of June. I'm going to be in Italy. That's right. And so I don't think we'll be able to take it out to Nats East because I'm not going to be here for that. But it is going to be I think it's going to be pretty popular at like the
Cars and Coffee.
That big Cars and Coffee. It's not even Cars and Coffee. It's a monthly show this guy does. And there's like 800 cars there. And it's the new place that he does it is 5 minutes down the road from my house. It's going to be
we're definitely
that's going to be a banger for that. And then we'll have to look for some bigger stuff. We got to take this to like, we got to get that thing to like
real shows.
Yeah. That our buddy's not running.
Yeah.
So that we can actually win an award.
We could bring it to like.
I don't know. I'm going to say he's our buddy. I'm not going to say that you're probably the most favorite person in this group either.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's not texting you to say how you doing.
He hasn't. No. Crazy that we're family. We could probably do like, I know next February's like, or January's like Autorama in like Pittsburgh, like kind of far out, but like that's a real show.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure there's Good Guys, Delaware. That'd be a good show.
We'll look up when that is.
Yeah. I got to ask Skip. Skip's in all those local shows that are like the big dog stuff.
Yeah. It's going to be a good car for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's on point.
Yeah.
It's rocking. What else do you do? The Belair?
Belair. You got the fuel injection on it, runs, drives now.
Yeah.
It's not finished, but it's better. It starts up like a brand new car. Hot start, instant start.
Yeah.
Cold, it starts right up.
Yeah.
It's already better than the carburetor from the way it was when you picked it up.
Yeah. Yeah, we drove it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yep.
We realized that we forgot all about the adjustment to the downshift to the TV cable for the trans at the end of last season. Because we had the thing out, and we're like, all right, well, let's give it some throttle, and
it didn't downshift.
It doesn't downshift.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what happened? And then we realized, oh right.
Yeah.
We still need to
Also,
play around. Also,
the bracket didn't have a tang, so it didn't turn.
Yeah.
So when you mashed it to the floor, the bracket moved, making the cable shorter, so it wouldn't downshift. Right. So I fixed that this morning. Yeah. I welded a little tab to it.
Okay.
So it's reset. I think we should probably try driving it.
Yeah.
At some point. It's supposed to get nicer today, but it's kind of crappy out.
Didn't look nice. It got nice yesterday.
It did get nice.
It was really bad yesterday. It was overcast and cloudy and
it was
and windy, and I suffered through the first 9 holes on the golf course.
Don't feel bad for you.
My hands were getting a little cold. It was rough. But then the sun broke out, and it was a beautiful day. Good, able to strip off like 3 layers, and it was like actually a really nice day.
Nice.
Yeah. So I took the wagon yesterday. So
wagon's always a good anytime you want, hop in and go.
Yep. So
you have to get the AC fixed back on it, but
yeah.
Besides that car is 100%.
Oh, we also need to figure out where the vents are coming out for the heat and how that works.
Yeah.
Because I turned it on yesterday, and it was making heat.
But where was it going?
But it was just like, it was coming out of this little crack and this thing and whatever. And like, I was like, I was just like, okay. So the kick panels in that car, we put the speaker kick panels in it. Well, it's still open, I guess, behind there.
Yeah, I'll have to make plates.
And so the cold air is coming in the morning. I'm driving over. I'm like, oh, well, let me try the heat. So I like push the things down, and it's like I turn the blower on, and you can hear it blowing, and I'm like, where is it coming out of?
Yeah, I have to take everything out of that dash and start over. For the person who put it together, did a good job, but it's not finished. Yeah. So I have to just kind of tidy it up and make everything square.
Yeah. And we'll get that vent in the dash.
Yeah.
And we'll get that squared away.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Had kind of a boring week with other stuff. We had a work van, things to do for my business. We have a Dodge minivan that the engine is shot in.
Yeah,
it's ticking pretty good now.
It's had that noise for a while.
It was, I moved it last night, and it was bad.
Noisy. But now it's got 90 pounds of compression on cylinder 1 or cylinder 2.
Yeah.
And the cylinder next to it had 150.
Yeah.
And it's got that weird shake at idle when, like, it's not running right.
Yeah. So can't have that. Got to make sure that everybody can get to the job reliably and not have issues. So I went out and bought yet another passenger van. I think that puts me at 15 of those things or something around the country now.
We're up to 3 in the last year, right?
Something like that.
Because you got Carlos's.
Yeah. Got
and
the
then
one for
Lorenzo's yesterday, and then you got the other one you just bought.
Yep. So Tommy moved GPS units around. We have like the cool GPS with the cameras in it. So he took that out of the minivan, put it in the big van, and put the one in the other van. We have one to still put in, right, for that van, for that one I'm getting now.
The one
right?
you have the van you have coming, we still have one on the shelf.
Yeah, okay.
Because I took the one out of the Dodge van and put it in Lorenzo's van yesterday.
Right, okay.
So that was just a swap over.
Okay.
So
did that. Not really very exciting stuff. Didn't film any of that. They're just like modern passenger vans.
it's-
Although, Tommy's very excited that
Yes.
they come with 6.6-liter LT engines.
yeah. So in about 4 years, when they're smoked, I'm going to get some nice engines out of it.
4 years. He thinks he thinks we're going to be doing this in 4 years.
Probably going to be 3, but the way they drive.
Maybe. So that's kind of what we did this week. Wasn't a whole lot of stuff. I had a lot of
No.
stuff for work to do this week.
Yeah. I just cranked along mostly on that, get that the way I wanted it to be.
Yeah. I got a couple little things on this I want to do. I want to do those, the pinch weld moldings that go up on the A-pillar on the
Yeah.
window. And we got to get speakers in it.
Yes, I was looking into that. I'm probably going to end up making something to mount the speaker behind the dash where the grill is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room in there. It's just a matter of how it gets mounted.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I could figure something out with it.
And then that'll be good. I'm not concerned at this point with the top or any of that stuff. We can table that for a winter project.
I think at some point we should probably evaluate what we have window wise.
Yeah.
And then start ordering parts, trying to find them, because I think that's going to be the hardest part, is finding what we don't have.
It's annoying because I had every single part for this car, like every tiniest widget. The car was completely unmolested and original. And between going to different shops and all that stuff, there's I'm not even sure, but there's possibly a few window parts missing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's
or broken
some window. Yeah.
that we have to do something with. But don't forget, we have the power window kit. So the regulators I'm not concerned with.
Yeah.
It's just the track. It's just
been-
the side tracks and the base track issue.
It's been over a year now since
Yeah.
I remember we worked on it, the window parts. So I'm not really sure anymore.
Yeah.
But I do remember having parts issues.
Yeah.
And then the shop I work for didn't make it any easier.
Yeah. We'll take that stuff out and I'll like lay it all on a table and we'll figure out.
That's exactly what I was thinking. We'll lay it out left, right, see where we're at.
Yeah.
I got the book, the
assembly manual.
yeah.
So I'll pick up the front bow from Eugene.
Yeah.
And we can get that finished off and paint that. And at the very least, we could make that frame work.
Yeah, well,
Right.
So the frame does work.
Yeah.
The electronics work, the hydraulics work.
Yeah.
It has to be aligned,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Yeah.
But we got to get like the hardware to latch it, get all that stuff
I have all that.
installed. I know we
Yeah.
do, but installed and set up, and then probably get it as right as we can for the top guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. If I want to pick at that top, I might pick at that top.
It does work, so you
Yeah.
can just hit the button on it, and you'll be able to.
Once I get the front bow on,
Yeah.
then I can get it on, get it adjusted, get the heights done, measure all that out.
Yeah.
And then work it out with Bob to get down there and get a top on.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make one for it, isn't he?
He said he'd get a kit for it.
Oh wow. Cool.
So, beats me.
I'll take it.
He's it either way. I'll get it
Yeah.
done. So
I believe him.
next week we're doing. We're going to try anyway next week to get over with my main business. I was doing industrial floor coatings, but I've completely gotten out of that side of the business now, and I have a lot of flooring equipment. So I have floor grinders and shop blast machines and concrete vacuums and all the stuff that goes with that. And I have 24-foot enclosed trailer that goes with it. I have a truck that pulls everything. I've got stuff in a storage unit. And so Tom and I are going to make a run over there and kind of take a look at what I have. I have somebody interested potentially in buying a bunch of it, but I got to get some pictures and serial numbers for them to send it out to them. So we're going to try and get over there next week, kind of look at that. We'll bring the camera and microphones and we'll have some fun with that. And then we're probably going to pick up T's truck next week.
Yeah, I
right?
think
we
we're
have
ready
everything.
for it. Yeah, we're ready for it.
You know, so if this is kind of square, right,
this
to
can
be
get-
able to,
This is
you
good
know,
enough. Like I just got to wrap up the interior in it,
Yeah.
and then you can drive this again. That's ready.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that can go back in the showroom.
Okay.
And then we have all the major assembly parts for T's truck. We don't like fittings and hoses.
Yeah.
Stuff, maybe the radiator, we're not sure yet, but I might be able to use the old one. But like that kind of stuff that is going to nickel and dime us on like days for like, I got to wait till tomorrow for this.
Yeah.
But we have all the major stuff.
Okay.
So motor trans in, measure the drive shaft, put the harness in it, and then plumbing.
Cool. Yeah, so we're going to try to get into that next week. We'll get some of that on video.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get a lot of that for like pulling the motor out. We'll show them the motor.
Yeah.
I almost want to see if I can get it running right before we take it apart.
Oh.
The old motor.
Yeah. No. Wait.
I'm going to put this carburetor on it, and then we're going to see how it runs.
Doesn't it have 2 carburetors on it?
No, it's got one that I've never seen before in my life.
Oh, that's right. I know.
Yeah, like I couldn't even tell you what it was.
I know what it is. It's one of those Hollies that has the...
It doesn't have a choke horn. It's like a Dominator
But
or
it's
something.
a single top. It's the top. It's just where the top comes off the Holly. They were like the worst invention ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to be in the 66 Chevelle next week. Now,
Yeah. He's still trying to get me to put a...
We'll leave it a
stuff in that
secret
car.
for that motor
Yeah,
until
yeah,
it shows
yeah.
up because
Okay.
it's cool.
Yeah. That's what we got for this week.
Yeah.
Indy was on spring break all week. We went to a Flyers game, which was lovely. I mean, the team is horrible. Listen, people from the Philadelphia region, Philadelphia Flyers fans, we need a revolt. Okay, there should be 50,000 people showing up in the parking lot down there protesting that team. I'm sure that they are all very nice kids and that they work hard and that they try. I mean, they made it to the NHL. They got to be pretty good at what they do. But the team is awful. It is terrible. I don't know if it's Tortorella and his coaching. I don't know if these kids just don't have the talent to get to where they got to get to. But I can tell you, it is the worst Flyers team I have ever witnessed in my life.
You're going to get death threats.
Well, maybe it'll get us some more subscribers.
Oh, that's true. All right. Yeah, make that part go viral.
Yeah. We, I like the guys that are in charge of the front office there. Danny Briere, Keith Jones. But they're in rebuild mode, and they're just in constant rebuild mode. It's like, oh, these kids are getting good. Oh, let's trade them and get more draft picks. And then like 3 more years goes by, and it's just going to be this cycle of when do you actually pull the trigger and get good? Because it's fun. If you've never been to a live hockey game, it's the best sport live ever. It doesn't stop. It's constant action. They're coming in and off the bench like as the play is going. It moves. It's fast. They're great athletes. It's an amazing game to watch live. It's terrible on TV. I mean, if you're a fan, you watch it on TV. But if your first exposure is like, oh yeah, okay, whatever, go see it live. It's well worth it. I was not happy with that was. It was a great, lovely evening with Indy. We had a good time. I used to take her to games all the time. I used to have season tickets, and she was little, and she would like jump up and scream at the refs and stuff. Like the 8-year-old expletives would fly, right? But so I just thought like we hadn't been to a game in a long time because the team stinks and it's stunk forever. But that was a good time.
Cool.
Yeah, I got to play golf that day, and then I played outside with the little tornado for a little while, and then you and I went to the Flyers game.
See, I can't believe I only just got a jersey and now they're bad.
Yeah.
But that's what makes you a true fan.
Oh, that's
I
true.
don't even have somebody's name on the back because there's no.
Yeah, who do you even put on the back? Yeah, there's no name or number on the
even
jersey
worse.
because it's like who do you even put at this
Yeah.
point? Anyway, that's my rant for the Flyers, and I'm happy to rant about it again or have a conversation with anyone in the Flyers organization about the piss poor job that they're doing there. Yeah. Oh, and let's not forget about the experience.
Make sure you put Matt's phone number down the bottom for that part.
Let's not forget about the total experience there at the stadium. I don't know what is happening down there, but the food options are atrocious. They are just, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's like fake. They make them into like fake restaurants that like don't exist to make it feel like it's that down home like city feel. And if these places do exist, I've never heard of them. I've lived here my whole life. And everything is like everywhere there was a section of wall, they put up a giant light up billboard to show advertising. So like everywhere you go, it's like in your face.
Yeah.
It's like being in a movie. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in the future where it's
Everything
everything's
is
just
built, yeah.
And it's a lot. It's a whole lot. They did a nice job redoing the place. Like it's cool. Like the bathrooms are actually like functional and reasonable now, right? And it looks nice and it has a nice feel. But really, there's only one place in that entire stadium that I can get a roast pork sandwich, and they sold out before the first intermission.
You almost got that perfectly on the timing.
That's the air compressor, folks. They're both on their phone, by the way.
Yeah.
For those of you that can't see what's going on, as soon as that comes on, they both get on their phone. They don't even talk to me. Just ignore me.
Well,
It's fine.
he knows what the deal is. We need to go down to Eugene's and see how the 65 is doing.
We're going to do that next week, too.
Okay, good.
Because I have, all right,
Here's
we're
what we
using
do.
my phone.
We
I
show-
have evidence that he said end of next week.
Then we just show up with the trailer.
Yeah, next Friday.
Yeah.
You said he'd be done.
Yeah, I thought this.
I mean, he'll let us take it. He won't care.
Yeah, it's because
done
he
or
doesn't
not.
want to finish it.
Yeah, but.
I'm just saying, we could make some progress on that.
Oh, yeah.
Also, kind of want my block back because I was going to put it together.
Well, now I'm not really sure what engine to put in it.
Yeah, we were convinced not to do the LT4, but now you're convinced to do the LT4 again.
I'm not sure that I am or I'm not. I don't know.
Stock unopened LT4. That's all you'll ever need.
I know. But it's going to be a 6-speed, like a manual,
manual.
6-speed.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to have to see still.
I mean, we could always put it together with like just an LS3, and then if you hate it, we'll put an LT4 in it.
I'm going to hate it, so you know we're going to do it, so we might as well do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I keep telling you.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen.
The only other thing I can think of is I'm under the understanding that the title for Indy's car is in the state of Pennsylvania,
Wow.
and that we should have it any day now. It's being mailed to us,
This has been
and
a long-
we can get that baby on the road, and Indy can start learning how to drive a manual.
Yep.
Exciting.
I will believe it when I see the title because it's been over a year now. We've
Yeah.
been waiting for that to
Well.
be acquired.
Patience. Patience.
More patient than I am.
Outro. What? We do this every
you do
week.
the same outro. It works.
Does it?
Yeah.
You know what we need, Indy? During the video at different times, you need the subscribe button thing on it. You need the thing. We got to pump this up because his numbers are no good. We got to pump those numbers up.
Like he's driving. He's like, oh, don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, don't forget.
He did really well today. Right up till then.
Well, she's not going to put this in the video anyway.
Oh, you don't know that for sure.
Well, I curse, so probably not.
I feel like it's like I'm going to end up being like, you ever seen the it's a bit part of a Simpsons episode with Krusty the Clown. And one of the Simpsons got a voiceover job, right? That's Bart, I think. And he goes, get out of the way. He comes bursting in the studio and he's like, get out of the way, kid. Let me show you how to do this. And he pulls up his things and he does all the Krusty lines. Hey, kids. Hey, blah, 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 blah. And he does all the stuff. Yep, da, 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 da. He goes, boom. All right, see ya. And he walks out the door. And then they pan to the audio guy and he goes, he's like setting the reels up and he goes, turns around and he goes, okay, Krusty, I'm ready when you. So don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends. Like, comment. Comments are great.
Comments.
I mean, Tommy can answer the comments.
I'll answer the comments. Unless they're about the Flyers, and then I'll just give you Matt's phone number.
I'm not sure we want to have Tommy doing comments.
I'll do the comments.
Doesn't seem like the right thing.
You have to do the math.
Okay, I mean, we still don't have an outro.
That's a you problem.